Hey everyone, just sharing this real quick.
Okay, guys, can you stand along the back?
Yeah. Just here up in Weatherspoons. Got about an hour or two to kill, so I guess I'll kill an hour or two. Simple as.
Sorry? Yeah.
Honestly, I'm absolutely wrecked, but I got decent enough hours.
One's the punch one, just one strawberry. What are two?
Alright, next there.
Okay, can I just get a pint of yard work, please? Oh, I look like arse.
Pressure card?
I see it in the delivery and I was like, why can they take this out of gallery?
Alright, 260 then, yeah?
Here you go.
Cheers. So good, yeah.
So, your boy, in his infinite wisdom, woke up around about 4 or so, and there we are. So yeah, I'm basically absolutely exhausted, but I did get a good enough hour's sleep that it won't be the end of the world. But for now, Jesus. There we are. For now, at 10:30 in the morning, I can get a few pints down me, because that's what a normal person is. I'm from the Philippines. Hi. Hello from Dublin. Damn, you all moved in fast. I'm just killing time before my flight. I'm off to Bristol. Hey Troy. Where are you? I'm in Dublin right now. I'm off to Bristol for 4 days for Paddy's Day. So I am going to be having I'll be spending about an hour here, give or take, and then off to Dublin Airport, and from Dublin Airport, Bristol Airport, my accommodation. First pint I've had in, well, not that long actually. Past few days I've been very naughty and tapping into my money. I'm looking forward to Paddy's Day in the UK, because as a lot of people back home were saying, they had no idea whatsoever about what it would look like. And I think it's going to look like every other Paddy's Day in recorded history. There'll be a lot of drunk people in green. So obviously I've hacked green. But I'll be meeting the Insolence in the evening around about 8. We're going to have something to eat. And have a few pints. And then she'll head back home and I'll head back to my accommodation. And then if I'm right, her and her partner will be meeting me in Bristol for Paddy's Day tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll stream. This could very well be the only stream you're going to get on the whole trip. I don't know. Maybe. But what I do know is that I'm going to do my best this time around to make a video that's very concise, because the last one was very heavy. So this video I'm going to make of the trip, there won't be a lot of dead weight. Also, because in reality I'm only going to be there for 2 days proper. Like, you got today, which is going to be half a day, and then on the way back is going to be half a day. So I'm only going to be there for 2 full days. You know what the weird thing is? Look at my shiny head. It's not even all that trimmed. I could have taken the razor to it before I left. I might actually have a haircut tomorrow, or the day, probably not tomorrow, but the day after. Just get it nice and sculled. But look how shiny it is, and I'm not sweating or anything. It's just shiny. But should be a good laugh. Got the crowds. The crowds are coming in now. Let's see if I can cheekily show you. Not even 11 yet. Says the man who's drinking. But I mean, I'm an Irishman on holidays, so I'm Irish. I should have added that to it, like from Dublin to Bristol. But like I was literally in the line there, putting together this damn thing. Like I said, I'll try to do a live stream when I'm out there, but will I be able to pull it off? Will I want to? Don't know. I know tomorrow there's a few pubs they want to take me to, but beyond that we don't have any plans. But because it's Paddy's Day, you don't need plans, you just need alcohol. I'm gonna have to translate that one. Kira. Alright. Guys pumped us in rugby on Saturday. I don't follow rugby, but I passed by the pubs and they were they were packed, to say the least. Fair play us. I could get into rugby. I actually briefly dated a girl who was back in the day who played rugby, and she was gonna go like professional, and she absolutely destroyed her shoulder. And, you know, that's the end of that. But I could fall for rugby, I could fall for hockey. I'm not big into sports, but I could fall for rugby, hockey, and football. Are you good at football? Oh, I'm shy at football. Let's just say I was lucky if they did pick me to be goalie growing up. But my family is mostly Chelsea, and my roommate is absolute fanatical Liverpool supporter. Oh, sir, where are you from? Ireland. I am in Dublin right now. I am in this isn't the Silver. Yeah, this is the Silver Penny. I'm in the Silver Penny in Dublin. I've got about an hour to kill before I have to grab the bus, the 41 or the 41C. Takes me up to Dublin Airport, and off I go to Bristol. When I get to Bristol, I'm gonna have to pick a few basics up. I don't think I brought my toothbrush, which is very dumb of me. So I might have to pick up some cheap travel one, and some mouthwash and some toothpaste. You never bring that stuff over with you if you're just carrying on board your stuff, you know. Oh cool. I'm from Northern Ireland. Oh cool. It wasn't too far off. I was up in Belfast. I got a friend who lives up in was it Ormeau Row or whatever the fuck it's called? Ormond Road. It's a street. There was a really nice Vietnamese place there. That was the first time I ever had Vietnamese food. And there's apparently a really nice Ethiopian place there too that I didn't have a chance to. I like Derry as well. The town. I don't know much about the county. Don't need to. I'm actually living up in Leitrim past few years. It's a bit quiet for my taste, but the train there will take you to wherever you need to go. So. I'm not from Belfast. I could have said where I'm from, obviously. Yeah. Um, I like the north. He's got a lot going on up there, and the troubles are long since past. I mean, old people can whine and bitch about it all they want, but mostly I just don't like the accent. The accent's like the worst elements of the Scottish accent, in my opinion. Um, Not for watch out for the press gangs there. Yeah. I'm gonna have the King's Penny. Someone's gonna offer me a pint, and I'm gonna wake up hauling rigging for the next 15 years for His Majesty's service. I mean, if they guarantee me a pension, maybe, I don't know. I do like to see. I've mentioned this before, but the road not taken in my life did include in Falmouth hanging out with my uncle, who would have taught me how to look after the boats, and I would have been the one who helped get people their yachting license. That was his job. I think he's retired now, but he was former Marine. I know on Rum and Coke night last night, which I still can't believe was like just last night, the everyone told me to, Landon told me to go to the Wallace and Gromit stuff that's scattered around, so I'll look around for the Wallace and Gromit ones. And I'll also look around for, if I can, I'll get out to the bridges. But I've only really got one day for that. And, I might want to go to the market, and I might want to go to the SS Great Britain. That'll be nice. That'll be cool. Because I'll be pretty hungover after Paddy's Day, it's fair to say. So I might watch something a little more low-key. And it's about 15 quid, and they'll give you a tour of the whole thing. By the way, if you can, avoid getting breakfast up in Colony Station. Jesus Christ, it costs a fortune. 15 quid for a bagel, a packet of crisps, and a coffee. Maybe I'm spoiled up in the countryside, I don't know. The Dublin prices are crippling you. Anyway, the flight itself is ridiculously short. I'll be landing in about 50 minutes after taking off. Also, say goodbye to this. I gotta throw it out before I get on the plane. There's no way in hell they'll let me bring this on. There's barely anything left. This, by the way, has lasted me a year. Got a little left, but it's still enough for a few days. Anyway, I was chatting around town, and the bulk of people I talk to are prepped for a standard crazy Paddy's Day. There's going to be a big parade goes through my village, and it's the same parade that will get to Carrick-on-Shannon. But obviously out here we got a big parade, and on Paddy's Day itself, over where I'll be, there's almost certainly going to be a parade. Again, I doubt it's going to be anything major. It's going to be exactly what you think it'll be. It'll be a bunch of like floats from local schools and stuff like that. Businesses will sponsor the parade floats and what have you. It won't be anything out of the ordinary. But I know they already celebrated it in London today or yesterday. So maybe I'll miss it altogether. Maybe they did it early. But Paddy's Day itself should be a good laugh. Now, compared to Scotland back in January, when I was live streaming from here, over there, a few things. One, I will not buy a bunch of trash this time. I do not need all the snacks. I do not need all the clothes. I will come back with some, that's for sure, but I don't need to go crazy. And number two, I don't need to buy a bunch of alcohol and a bunch of food to feel full. Like, I'm a bit of a lightweight these days. Like, notwithstanding. Got about 45 minutes. Oh, one really weird wrinkle happened. So, the apartment I rented, right? It went and it said I have to put a deposit down now. Won't cost me anything, but I have to put a deposit down. And the problem with it gave it to me on Sunday, so all the banks and the post office were closed. But my card that I normally use for travel, the one that's paired up online, was empty. So I had to, this morning, before coming here, I had to go and find the nearest bank, take the money out of my other account, and then put it in this, which is in now. So there is that. I just have to do that before I arrive. So I'll probably do it after I do this live stream, just to log in. It doesn't cost me anything. As they said, it won't cost anything, but I won't be able to get into my accommodation if I don't give them their deposit, which is a bit annoying, but what you gotta do? Anyway, I love the crowds of people who showed up here at first, and they're like, "Oh, it's just gonna be watching him drink and talk." Yeah, like you're helping me kill time. I was originally going to go to 2 other spots in the UK this year, but I can't because well, just because of what I'm doing in January. In January, I'm off to Toronto, so that matters more. Also, unfortunately, my rent went up, so sucks to be me. Not by too much, but just enough for me to go, okay, I can't go too crazy. Plus, I had other plans for my money this year. I need to go and change up my wardrobe, for example, as I'm losing the weight. Which, looking at it here, my age is now really showing on my thing here. Ugh. 38 young. Ooh, don't feel it. Oh, yeah. I don't have many here. Mostly just piss water anyway. But at least it's cheap piss water. Great way of getting rid of me change too. 250 to 60. When Weatherspoons first opened up, the prices were so low here. Like I think it was like 190 for a pint, and even back then that was ridiculous. But it's inflation is still doing what it's going to do. This country's ridiculous. Not that the UK is going to be much better. Used to be able to get a lot more value for your money with sterling, but no, not anymore. Also, I had a big bag of sterling coins, and I couldn't find it for the love of God. I have no idea. Like, I kept it by my computer just for today, and I can't find it. In actual fact, this trip up has been pretty straightforward so far. Haven't been delayed. Haven't been haven't lost my wallet or my passport or anything like that. And that's all happened before. Oh. I can give you a quick scan around. That's usually full of students up there. I have a secondary bar and everything. Honestly, I do love this place. You can't record me. I was waiting for that. I'm always waiting for that. And you know what the thing is? If they don't want to be recorded, so be it. But luckily, I'm just recording myself. Sorry. I think I've got a really long eyebrow sticking out somewhere. I swore I saw it this morning. I'm coming back. This place gets so crowded so quick because it's the first place. On top of the fact it's the cheapest pub in town, it's also the first real place that opens. No, not guaranteed. There are pubs that open before this, but you know. Hello, where are you from? I am from Dublin. Well, I'm in Dublin. I'm from Ireland, though I am actually from Dublin. I got a date with an aircraft in about 2 hours. I think it's... No, 3 hours. But I gotta be up there well before that. Another Indonesian person. We getting Indonesian Filipinos. Donated 3 here, bro. Hey, thanks if you've got the PayPal. If you can, someone can throw it that way, that'd be a big help. Are you happy? I am indifferent. How's that? Actually, a little bit above indifferent. Say 60%. I'm doing all right. This year has been not awful, but not great either. It's been very. But it's only starting. I'd be a lot happier if I What would make me happy? Slightly longer coat. That'll make me happy right now. My arse is keep pushing on me, bro. You know it. I am. I'm going to be returning to the workout routines once this trip is back because I've got nothing else planned for the rest of the year. I'll be popping out from time to time to see friends out in Carrick-on-Shannon and maybe even going up to Dublin for the day. But for the most part, I'm going to be housebound until January. So I'm going to hit the bike again, and that means live streams with you guys. And we have a lot of new streams shows coming. Plus, I'll make a video out of this trip, of course, as is ancient tradition. But it's going to be concise. If I get an hour out of it, I'd be surprised. All right. Let's go, and only 23 minutes in. All right, let's go and get another one. Now, I'm going to do something very silly just to see what will happen. I'm leaving my bag here. Will anyone be dumb enough to try to nick it in the middle of the open? We will see. Actually, no, that is really dumb. What the hell was I thinking? That's just me being lazy. Up you get, you little bastard. Right. Let's go get a drink.
To run down, just be a minute for the club orange, that's okay. Yeah, no problem. We have passed it.
I'm getting that one. Actually, maybe not. It almost looks like it's. Why don't you try Juliet? Why not? You'll walk around town with you. Hey, if you're ever in Dublin. Or if you're going to be up in Bristol over the next 4 days. Luckily, unlike Scotland, I'll have people to hang out with, so looking forward to that. She said she won't be on camera, but she will hold the camera, so you never know.
Okay.
We're going to get a Juliet, please.
So there was 3 extra new people in the half 10. That's 2 or something.
Some great spots around Dublin I'd love to take it, and I probably will if I'm looking for a cheap and convenient day out video for you.
I'm not even thinking about that right now.
260. And of course, straight away my C is taken. Now, this lone figure must wander hills and dales to find a place. This will do. Out of the way. Oh, bless you. Oh, thanks. If you bless me with that, please bless me with a like and a share and a subscribe and all that standard online stuff. Oop, there we are. Ooh, look at my yeah, you fucking area. Can you hear her? If you keep talking to me like that, stop cursing. Just ask me where I am. I'm not that. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm not doing this shit again today. So you're going to promise me that if you mention... Anyway. Why would you ask €30? €30, you're going to offer us for... Yeah, I'll have this and then... I don't know. That's yeah, well, that's you. That's you taking that. It's not your money, it's our money. So if you're going to keep going on about that, I'm not going to help. You can't. No, because if you're going to keep at me about your money and not telling it, are you going to be? Are you going to be? So, it's straightforward enough. It's about 45 minutes up to Dublin Airport. Then it's very quick through customs. I'll probably put my shoes off, which is annoying because these are big snowshoes. And then I could never stay on a plane. It would be so scary. They have me arrested. You would be surprised how often that happens. Or maybe you wouldn't. I mean, you know what? I've been flying since before I could talk, but I'll tell you is now, I've never not understood the fear of flying. You are being strapped to a giant rocket and then flung way overhead. I'm still terrified of turbulence myself. And all they say, like every time they say stuff like, oh, we'll be fine. Well, you can't guarantee that. The pilot can't guarantee that. But that makes me think, the pilot wants to live, so he's going to get us there safely, if only for himself. And it's that sort of sense of like self-preservation that keeps me from getting really freaked out. But no, when I take off in a few hours, there will be a moment where I will hold on to my armrests like really firmly, and there is nothing that you can do about it, you know. But on the plus side, it's only about 50 odd minutes, which is hilarious because the flight itself, like, it's only 50 minutes, but the actual train ride in has been like 2 to 3 hours. Again, vertigo, looking up on the tall building. Damn. I kind of get like the whole idea where you kind of like start looking back a bit and you look at like a skyscraper from the ground up, but no, I have a healthy fear of heights, aka you're at a tall building and there's no railing. Yeah, you look straight down, you're not going to have a good time. But I would still do that thing in like Chicago and Seattle and places like that where the glass is completely see-through and you can, well, obviously completely see-through, and you can walk up onto it and you can just kind of like pose. I'd do that because the chances of it cracking is non-existent, but it's just there enough to make the soles of your feet go a little bit wonky. But no, like the flight, it's going to take next to nothing. When I land, I go through a very basic customs, if even that. If Scotland showed me anything, I might not even go through customs. I'll just leave and grab the bus, the A1, I think it is, or A4, and then I'm in the middle of Bristol city centre, right next to a Weatherspoons as well. So I might pop in there just to use the Wi-Fi to tell incidents that I've landed. Then after that, I'll make my way up to my accommodation, and once I'm booked in, that's it, really. Nerves get the best heights equal frights, yeah. But I have been, like I said, I'm pushing 40 and I've been flying all my life. I have been through extreme turbulence. One time the toilet completely backed up, and that was on the tarmac in Tunisia in the middle of summer. Ooh. That was a fun experience. I like to travel a lot, dear lad. Odd way of putting it, but yes. Yes, I do. I have always had the travel bug since the day I was born. My ma worked in Dublin Airport. My nan worked in Dublin Airport. A lot of family members worked in Dublin Airport, so we all got discounts. So I travelled a lot. I ended up getting... traveling all over the world fairly early on in my life, and it's just stuck with me ever since. That's how I started going to the States so often, and there from there. A spot right there. Don't like it. Can't see it, but I can feel it when I roll over. Yeah, ain't much else to say other than honestly, I'm looking forward to this trip, but I'm waiting for the shoe to drop or something bad to happen, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen so far. Like I said, after I'm done here, I'll go and I'll sort out the accommodation. And then, even if that failed, I could go into a hostel, so it's not the end of the world. A lot of people are like freaked out about hostels. You just go to the ones that aren't full of junkies. The clean, like, well-maintained ones are the ones you go to. You don't go to the ones around here. Just around the corner there is a place called Gardiner Street. And Gardiner Street is where all the hostels are laid up, and it's a mixed bag. Most of which are backpackers from Europe, like Spanish students, Dutch, maybe a few Japanese, a few Americans for the ones that are like clearly geared towards Americans. And then you have ones that are like for junkies that manage to put together enough money, and you can tell the difference. And you just don't go into those, even if they are the cheaper of the two. Never felt afraid to be in one of those places. I did feel no, I'm thinking of it. I've never once felt like afraid to be in a hostel. The worst hostels are just ones where someone snores or talks on their phone. Imagine I was doing this at like 2 a.m. in a dorm room full of people trying to sleep. Dick move. That was it. That was like the worst that happens. I met some really cool people in hostels. And I've also, it's a bug bite. I've been bitten by a bug. That's what that was. I honestly don't know why why I'd ever feel worried about a hostel like that. You just wash your stuff, and afterwards, free shower, boom. If you're ever in New York and you need a budget place to stay, go to the local NYC. That's my advice. I have a really nice bar there, and it's right by a really good pizza place. But most importantly, it's by all the subways and shit. It's good stuff. But if you can, sometimes it's good to stay away and become a hermit. Oh, absolutely. But the thing is that I'm a hermit as I live. Like on my day to day, I'm very isolated. So this is kind of the opposite. It's a balance. You can't stay inside all the time. The meme "get out and touch the grass" is never not true. But if you keep going out and touching grass, eventually you defrag and you need to go hide someplace, and that's where your apartment comes in handy. That's when your bed comes in handy. Someone just dropped a Mighty Duck baseball cap. So, got about 20 minutes to kill. The great thing is I'm right on the street where the bus takes you. This is where, when I used to live in Swords, my hometown, I would go just outside there and grab the 41C home, and it would pass you through Dublin Airport. The traffic jams, though, in Dublin, it's getting insane. I mean, it already was insane. Now it's getting like borderline impossible. We need to sort that out. I think a more active subway system or an increase in the Dart or the Lewis would be the answer. But even a few more buses. God, I am absolutely wrecked. I hope so. I hope it'll be a good trip. I feel kind of detached from the whole thing. I don't have my usual sort of like, oh wow, I'm going on a trip. Maybe, I don't know, because it's the UK and I've just come back from Scotland. But, I don't know. I'll barely be over there. I'll come back with something, whether it be a t-shirt or a box full of weird food or something. But for the most part, I'm going to be very good with my money, because I spent more in Scotland than I needed to. Like when I land in Bristol, I'll have all the time in the world to book into my apartment, and I'll have about 4 or 5 hours to kill. So it doesn't really make much of a difference, does it? But I should still go there first and then unpack. That way, at the very least, I don't have to carry all my stuff around with me. Of course, I'll give a quick tour of the place when I'm there. It's fairly good value for it. I won't say what yet until I see it with my own eyes. But if the pictures were right, yeah, that was a really good deal. But I said that about Scotland, and the hotel in Scotland wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. Alright, so it's 40 minutes. Not quite sure what else to say. I've given a tour of this place enough times over the years. Like any good Wetherspoons, the toilets, they're upstairs there, and they're a nightmare to get to. I don't think that's. I really don't think that it's a good idea to film it anymore, because at this rate, I'll accidentally just. I swear, last time I was here, that guy was there. I'll probably end up like filming myself going into the bathroom. I think I did that once actually. I think I live streamed that. When was that? New York. No, Philly. It was Philly. And I think Raisin and Bully Boy Blue were in the chat. It was an Irish bar. It was Tierna Nog. I was getting absolutely smashed in Tierna Nog. Yeah. Jesus. Jesus. I've been to that one and the one in New York. Both of these beers taste like just pure water. But I suppose they're cheap. They're $2 something. When I'm up in the airport, a pint of Guinness will set me back £8. Luckily, I've eaten beforehand. Always eat. If you can help it, always eat before going to the airport. Because there's no chance in hell you'll get a good value for food. You won't get a good value for food for like a pre-packaged sandwich. Like, I don't like the idea of spending £20 on a croissant, you know? Won't even be a good croissant, I'll tell you that much. I went to New York too. What part of New York? I mean, I'm assuming it's Manhattan. Been there half a dozen, 7, 8 times now, I'm thinking. Yeah, about 8 times. No, not the city though. Oh, you went to New York State. I've been mostly went around Pennsylvania, but I've been to New York State. There was this one town I stayed at that was known as like the homicide capital of New York State, and it was bad. It was very Sopranos themed, like a lot of rundown industrial buildings and a lot of drunks and junkies wandering about. Like, everyone thinks New Jersey's the shithole, but you just have to get... If it's around New York City itself, you can keep moving. Once you can't see the skyscrapers anymore, you're in an okay part of... You're in an okay part of the state. You might even find the occasional McMansion or something. You can see here, I should have taken a razor before I left. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? When I get back, diet and exercise is the main thing, which is going to suck for a while, but I'll get back into the swing of it. But above all else, saving. Oh my god, the sheer amount of saving I got to do for the rest of the year. I'll try to save up for the big purchases at the end of the year, except for the flight to Canada, which isn't that bad. It's only about £400. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be in Toronto in January. Krendar will try to be there. Raisin said she might come up. Landon wants to come up. Chesh wants to come up. Spirit lives in Toronto, so she'll want to come up. Girlie said ask closer to time, but she's spiritually down there for that. Same with Mango, but Mango has got our own problems right now. One is it's going to be a big crowd, even if half these people show up by my standards, and everyone's allowed to bring people. So, also on the off chance someone's watching this and they're going to be in Bristol for the next 4 days for Paddy's Day week, reach out in the comments if you're not already watching. Honestly, at this point, I absolutely need finances for start putting aside for things that I am due. Let's just say I'm not in debt or anything, but Jesus, I am due to pay stuff off. So I'll get that sorted, and then I'll be happy as a clown. Even though it feels like I'm getting robbed. But that's the way you go. Become an adult. One thing's for sure. Past 2 weeks, I've been drinking more than I have all year. So after this week, it's back to once a month. I've clearly been using it as a crutch. Very naughty of me, getting back into old habits. The weird thing is, though, I'm not getting back into eating. So I'm just drinking. It's not good. It's not a good combo. I've been doing really well treating my body with respect. And here I am going and tossing it away. Naughty, naughty. Hold on. Let me pause a moment and drink more alcohol. After a while, though, I do miss just having a pint, having beer. Not even the drunk, but the sort of headiness. When you drink, you always eat enough. Look at this. I used to eat too much. I used to eat nothing but rice and bread and pasta. If it was starchy, and of course spuds, I would consume it in vast quantities. And, you know, it was like a snowball effect. Your stomach kept on getting bigger and you kept on adding more stuff to it. And after a while, it got expensive. And on top of it, you start feeling like shit. But I am heading off now to... I'll probably have Mexican tonight, actually. Like, I'm apparently really lucky that my accommodation is right... According to Insolence, my accommodation is right next to my... Bristol's best Mexican place. So I'll probably get a burrito. Yeah, like the starch wasn't doing me any favors, and I was feeling. You feel bloated, and you feel like you need more and more and more and more and more. So at a certain point, I just pulled the cork on all that. And while I'm nowhere as bad as I used to be, I should get cracking after this. One thing's for sure, I will be walking a lot over the next 4 days. For starters, unless there's a subway going on in a city, I don't tend to feel comfortable using the buses in a foreign city. So I will be walking everywhere. Plus, I have that's why I actually got my good boots with me. Number two, I don't really like I'm on a holiday, so I want to see like through windows and see like window shop and see the vibes of the local town. And lastly, the further out you get from your accommodation, we'll be wrapping up here pretty soon. The further out you get from your accommodation, the more you are likely to get lost in a place. So I made a rule for myself ever since I was in Oslo years and years ago that I would just walk everywhere. Whenever I'm in a foreign town, I just walk. And I've probably walked Manhattan Island once. Um, and then I know I've walked a huge chunk of London, and I've walked, I'd say, about all of Dublin. But I've walked all of Dublin all my life. All you need is a decent pair of shoes and a decent enough coat, and luckily the weather's not too bad. But yeah, I'll wrap up this pint and then I'll end the stream. Sort this thing out with sort the thing out with my accommodation, and then off we go. If I can help myself, I'll be very, very good with my money. If not, well, I got enough in my account now. It's grand. But obviously, if I come back with a few hundred in my pocket, then I get to pay off things that I need to pay off. So it's really just a trek of, okay. It's really just a trick on whether or not you can go out of your way. By the way, see this? Free refills. In Ireland, that's really rare. So they have it as a
Traditional.
as like a selling point where you just constantly get free top ups, and it's only €1.60 for a cup of coffee. You gotta go up to the machine and do it yourself. Oh yeah. What's going on there, Void? Not endearing me with confidence there, Void. Now, as for when I would stream, I wouldn't stream today. I might stream tomorrow for Paddy's Day, but I doubt it. I mean, I'm going to be getting smashed with friends, and I'll already be making a video. So it'd be unlikely I'll find time to give you guys an hour or two live streaming somewhere, you know? The day after would probably be the best bet. You can delete your comments all you want, mate, but it does make me raise an eyebrow. Observe. Wait, I can do it. You used to be able to do the rock thing where I could raise one. Your comments to delete. For the record, if you're trying to make sure they never get seen by the light of day, unfortunately, once this is uploaded, that's it. They're going to see it. So, I don't exactly know why you did it. I actually have no idea when my bus is. 41 and 41C are fairly common, so it could be 20 minutes or it could be 40 minutes. If it's like 40 minutes, I'll just backtrack here and have another swift pint. I'm looking forward to seeing what this place is like, but the UK is like if you live in Maine or North Dakota and you want to go over to Canada for the day, you know? There's a fruit fly. It's not exactly a strange, unknowable place, you know, it's fucking England. I still haven't gone to Wales. I was going to go this year, but then I decided, hey, let's have a meetup in Canada because fuck America. Well, at this point now, I suppose I'm just procrastinating. Thank you to everyone who kept me company. As always, these get traction more than I expected. To the point where I wish I could just go and put enough money together to take you guys out wandering around Dublin with me. But my phone can't really do that no more. I need to get a new phone before I can do that. So I need Wi-Fi, and let's be real here, the best place for Wi-Fi for free is a pub. I know I look like depressed and shit, but quite honestly with you, I'm pretty dope. I'm pretty happy. I'm on my way to another trip. And I have alcohol. I'm just gonna have to be very careful over the next 3.5 days. But hopefully I do a live stream for you guys.
Sorry, are you on live?
Yeah, but you're not on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries.
No, this.
Are you on TikTok?
YouTube.
YouTube? Oh,
Yeah,
so awesome,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
What's your handle?
Low energy videos.
Low energy videos?
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Thanks. Hi, do you have a beer belly? What do you think? Damn right I do. Yeah, no, I'm gonna wrap up here and go and sort out my stuff, and then off to the airport I go. So I want to thank everyone who showed up and anyone who shows up in the future. If so, you well, at this point now you know where to find me, and hopefully I'm smart enough to go after retroactively and get links to my Discord and what have you. But until then, you all take care, and I will see you again hopefully soon. I hope I do give you a trip on this, a video on this trip. But until then, whatever. Bye. And if I don't get to say it to you in person, happy Paddy's Day.